this is a website that I made in less than 5 minutes, and I didn't write a single line of code of this website, and this website is running on the internet for free. I didn't have to pay for anything, and it stays on the internet. This is actually called a static website, and this is actually the best kind of website if you are a small business owner, or if you are a freelancer that you want to showcase your business portfolio, or you want to showcase menu of your restaurant. Then you could use this kind of website, and the design is actually limitless. This is just one example. There is also a static website that look like this, and it looks really cool. There is also a static website from this restaurant. It looks amazing. They have a photo, they have videos, and there is also a static website for a personal brand like this one. And you can build one like this without writing a single line of code, because we are going to be using AI to build everything. And later I'm going to show you how you can deploy the website on the internet for free. So let's get into it. Alright, the first thing that you need to do is you have to know what is the kind of website that you are trying to build. But my recommendation is you want to build a simple website like a one-page bio link or Linktree website that you probably have seen many times before. Many people are using Linktree to show their social media pages or their website in one simple page, and this is actually one example of a simple Linktree or bio link website that I'm going to recreate using AI. And the recipe here is very simple. You need to prepare a picture and also just the name of the website. Of course, you have to prepare the link as well, but that's basically it. But if you want to create something more complex, like you want to create this static website, you have to prepare the images. Sure, the AI will code everything. It will code the animation, the position, the color, but the picture and also the videos, you have to prepare it yourself. And for the first project, I do recommend to just start with something simple, and then later when you understand how this thing works, you can upgrade the game, you can create a more complicated website. So I'm going to stick with this design, and the first thing that I'm going to do is I have to create a folder in my computer. So I'm going to create a folder right here, and let's call this folder Chris AI and hit enter. And then I'm going to open this folder, and I'm going to put my profile picture into this folder, because this is going to be the asset that would be necessary, and AI will use this asset to be displayed on the static website. You can put multiple photos, videos, and even audio files into this folder, and this is where we can store all the coding data later. So after that, the next thing that we need to do is we have to download an AI code editor that will code everything for us. So basically we can just prompt the AI, and the AI will do the rest. There are two different software that you can try, but they are very much the same. So the first option is Windsurf from Codium. You can go to codium.com/Windsurf and then download the software to your computer. I actually made a tutorial about the installation process. If you are interested, you can check it out. You can also use Cursor, which is very similar to Windsurf, and they both do have AI feature. And basically we just need to prompt the AI, and the AI will code everything. It will create the necessary files, and it will also link the items like the picture into the file. That is the benefit of using this technique. You basically just need to prompt and everything will be taken care of. Now after you have downloaded Windsurf or Cursor, you can launch the program, and after that you will see something like this. And this is just a simple introduction to Windsurf. So basically on the right side you'll see there is a cascade window. This is the interface where we are going to send the prompt to the AI code editor. And then I do recommend to open the Explorer so we can see the files that are going to be created by the AI. And then you can click File and then click Open Folder. We're going to start a new project by opening a folder. Let's do that. And here I'm going to use the folder that I just created before. So I'm going to copy the directory of this folder. Let's do that. And I'm going to paste it right here, hit enter, and just click Select Folder. So all the files that are going to be created by the AI will be stored in that folder. Again, open Cascade, and then here where we can start prompting the AI to start building the static website. Alright, let's start with the first prompt. So this is going to be the prompt that I'm going to be using to create the static website. And I'm going to read this prompt and explain to you why I'm using this prompt. And there are a few key details that you need to know. So the prompt goes like this: generate a static website for my YouTube channel, Chris AI, where I made content about building software with the help of AI. Essentially, you want to provide a basic introduction about the website to the AI. And one thing to keep in mind here is that you have to include the word static website into the prompt. Otherwise, the AI might create something more complicated than a static website. Now, for that, I asked the AI to use the logo favicon PNG as the profile picture and favicon of the website. So this is the file that I just referenced to use as a profile picture and also the favicon of the website. The favicon is really just a tiny logo that is positioned next to the website name. For example, this is a favicon, this is also a favicon. If you do not provide a picture for the favicon, the browser might display your website into something like this. This is a generic globe icon and it is not very representing your website or your business. So it is a good idea to provide a picture for the favicon of the website. So let's continue. And after that, I asked AI to use the attachment as the design reference. So in Windsurf as well as in Cursor AI, you can attach a screenshot to be used as a design reference. So I'm going to right click and then copy this picture, and I'm going to go back to Windsurf and just press Ctrl V or Command V on the keyboard to paste the design. So this design will be sent alongside with this prompt. And after that, I asked AI to add some yellow accent because this design was too dark, and my goal here is to display the following social accounts. These are just my social media accounts related to the channel. And when you're done, you have to make sure that you are selecting the premium model because I think it is a lot better compared to the Cascade based model. We can either choose GPT-4o or Cloud 3.5 Sonnet, but in my opinion, Cloud is a bit better here. And make sure to select the write mode. You don't want to go to the chat mode. The write mode is basically going to let the AI to write the code for you and generate necessary files. And when everything is done, you can click enter and just watch the AI building the static website for us. And this is really the benefit of using AI because we really just need to watch it doing everything, and later we can decide whether or not we want to change the design or we want to just upload the website to the internet. So in the meantime, I'm gonna be enjoying my coffee and just watch the AI doing its job. And when it is done, the AI will report everything to you, and you just need to click the accept all button, and there you go. And now we need to preview this website. So how do you actually do that? Well, there are two methods. The first method is by using the browser to open this index.html file. You can right click and then you can click refill in file explorer, and you can basically just drag and drop the file. This is the file, and I'm going to open Google Chrome. So let's open the folder again. I'm going to drag and drop this file to the browser, and this is something that I got. So this is the design, and yeah, very similar. Maybe not exactly the same, but I would say it's pretty similar. There are a few things that I need to change, but overall we got the first prototype. By the way, that was for the first method. The second method you can try to preview the website is by running a live server on your computer. You can install the extension live server, and the one that I'm using is called live server 5 from Yandu. You can click and then install this extension, and when you're done, you can actually just right click on the index.html file and you can click open with 5 server, and it will open the terminal. It will run the server for you and you will get something like this. This is a much better representation of the website compared to this one because sometimes it could be a little bit different. So the design is almost done, but maybe there are a few things that I need to correct because there is a contact button, but this is not leading to any link. This is just a contact via email, which is something that I didn't ask. And also the Twitter/X icon is missing. So let's go back to Windsurf and let's ask for the changes. I'm going to ask the AI, please change the word on contact to subscribe, and also fix the X Twitter icon because it is missing. Lastly, please add some basic animation to enhance interaction. And when you're done, you can click enter again and just wait until the AI is doing its job. Alright, when it is done, let's click accept all again and let's go back to Google Chrome and see the result. So if you're using the second method to preview the website, it will be refreshed automatically and you don't have to manually refresh the refresh page button. If you are using the first method, which is by opening the index.html file in the browser, you have to manually click the refresh button to show the result. So that's why the second method was a lot better. Okay, now the subscribe button is visible, which is something that I want, but the X or Twitter icon is still missing. Let's go back to the AI again, and I'm going to ask yet another revision. The X/Twitter icon is still missing. Please fix that. And if you are not not sure about the X icon, use the Twitter icon. So this is something that can happen because X is not yet as ubiquitous as the Twitter icon, and that's why sometimes the X logo does not appear on the website. So let's try again, and hopefully this time around we can get the icon for the X/Twitter social media. Okay, let's click accept all and let's minimize. Okay, now we have this Twitter icon fixed. So I think this website is ready to be published on the internet, and here's how you can do that. Let's go back to Windsurf, and I'm going to ask the AI to zip the files here. Like it could be there's an HTML, there could be CSS, and depending on what you are trying to build, there could be also a JavaScript file, and we want to zip everything into a single file. Just ask the AI to zip everything into a single file. Let's hit enter and just wait for it to run some terminals. We just need to wait until it's giving the recommendation of a command line, and you just need to click the accept button. And then we just need to wait until it finishes. So okay, it apologizes for the error because it doesn't work. So let's try again, and hopefully this time around it's going to create the zip file. Oh, there it is. So this is the file that just created by the AI, and this is the file that we are going to upload to the internet. And there are multiple platforms that will happily host this file for you for free. All right, let me close the server first, and I'm going to show you 4 different platforms where you can upload the static files into the internet. So the first option is from GitHub Pages. This is very important among developers, but the problem is you have to upload the file via Git, and it is a bit too complicated for average people. The same is true for Vercel. This is also very good, but this is pretty much developer centric, so you need to use Git to upload the file. But another alternative that I do recommend is Netlify. You don't have to use Git. You can upload the zip file by dragging and dropping the file into Netlify, and it will deploy the website for you. The same is true for Cloudflare. It is also able to drag and drop the file into your account, and then it will deploy the website. So I'm going to show you on how you can deploy the website to Netlify and Cloudflare, and then later you can decide which one is actually the best platform for you, because these two, although they are offering the same services, there are some pros and cons that you need to consider. Let's start with Netlify. You can create an account for free on netlify.com. You can click sign up, but I do need to warn you that there are some complaints on the internet that when they are creating a new account, the account just got suspended immediately. And I actually got suspended before, even though it was my first time creating an account and I never do anything with Netlify, but apparently their security system was just too sensitive. It's just banning pretty much everyone that's trying to create an account for the first time. If that happened to you, you have 2 options. You can manually provide an identification using passport or ID card, which is not my style, but you can also just ask the support team to actually lift the ban from your account. But this could take days, maybe even weeks. I actually have to wait for months to get my account to be lifted from the suspension. But in case you got lucky and not suspended immediately, then here's how you can upload the zip file into Netlify. So first, you have to open your Netlify account, and this is the interface. And in order to upload the file, you can actually drag and drop the zip file right here. So I'm going to open the folder first. Let's open this folder, and I'm going to drag and drop this file into Netlify. And usually this will only take less than 30 seconds to finish, depending on the speed of the connection and also what is the items or files inside of the zip file. And there you go, the file has been uploaded and it is available on the internet. You can preview by clicking open production deploy, and this is the page that I just created using AI, but now this is available on the internet. Maybe one thing that you have to change is the domain name. This is just a random domain name that generated by Netlify, but you can always change that. You can go to site overview, and then you have to click site configuration, and then here you can change the site name. So let's change the name to be Chris AI, and let's click save. And I'm going to open this site again. Let's go to site overview and let's open this site. So it got this new domain name, and this is the result. Okay, there is an elephant in the room that we need to address. There is a netlify.app domain name at the end, and this doesn't look pretty, even though this website is now on the internet. But if you want to make it look more professional, you probably want to remove this subdomain name. I'm going to cover about that later, but for now, let's try uploading the file to Cloudflare, and then we can compare which one is actually better. So let's create an account, and to upload the file, you have to go to workers and pages, and then we have to wait a little bit. Let's click create, and after that go to pages, and then here you can click upload assets. So this is the method that we are going to use to upload the static files into the Cloudflare server. We are not going to be using Git. Again, this is very complicated, and the easiest one is really just to upload the file to the cloud. Let's click upload assets, and I'm going to call this project Chris AI, and just wait, click create project. Okay, this is where you can drag and drop the file, and I'm going to just drag and drop and just wait until it finishes uploaded. When it is done, you can click deploy site and just wait until Cloudflare is finishing the setup and the website is ready. But if you click on this link, there's a good chance you're going to be seeing this message. So Cloudflare will usually take about 5 minutes until the website is ready to be served on the internet. This is just a propagation process, and there is nothing we can do. We just need to wait maybe about 5 minutes, and after that the website can be loaded normally. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and hopefully now the website is ready to be served on the internet. Let's click the link, and now it is loaded normally. I think it looks really great. So let's talk about the domain name, which is something that is very important. On Cloudflare, you will see that there is a pages.dev domain name, while in Netlify, the domain name, the end of the domain name is netlify.app. So in order to remove that, like you want to create your own domain, maybe like yourname.com or yourbusiness.com, then you have to pay for a subdomain name. And this is where pricing really matters. For the sake of simplicity, I highly recommend to buy the domain exactly where you deploy the website. So you could buy the domain name from Netlify, or you could also buy the domain name from Cloudflare. Both platforms do offer domain name, so you can buy directly from them. For example, if you want to buy the domain name from Netlify, you can go to the domain section, and then here you can type the domain name that you want to get. For example, let's say I want to get a domain name chrisai.work, so that's the extension that I want to use, and let's click verify and see whether or not this domain name is available. Well, apparently the domain is available, and it's going to cost me $12 on the first year and then $14 after that. Is this cheaper or expensive? Well, we have to compare that with Cloudflare. If you want to buy a domain name in Cloudflare, you can go to domain registration, and then here you can click register domains, and now you are going to be able to type the domain name that you want to purchase. I'm going to try chrisai.work again and see what is the price on Cloudflare, because these two platforms offer different pricing. So the domain is available, and it only costs $7.18 per year, and the next year it stays at $7.18. Now you can see that which one is actually cheaper. So Netlify is jacking up the price by $7 per year, so that's something that you need to consider. While in Cloudflare, the price stays the same on the next year, and the reason of that is because they are actually not making money from every purchase of the domain. This is actually the cost that's going to be paid to the ICANN. This is the organization that handles the domain name. So Cloudflare is not making money from it, while in Netlify, they do make money from the domain name. So that's one thing to consider. So then Cloudflare is better than Netlify? Well, not necessarily. We just talk about deploying and pricing. How about when you want to change something on the website? Which website or which platform is going to be easier in the long run? Well, here's the answer. Let's go back to Windsurf, and I'm going to make some little changes on the website. I just want to add another link into my social media list, and this is the prompt that I'm going to be using. Add the following link and then recreate a zip file, and let's hit enter. Okay, now it's asking me to run this command. Let's click accept, and we just need to wait until the file is being recreated, and then we can upload the zip file back to Cloudflare and Netlify. Before I upload the file, let's preview the result first. Let's open with Pipe server, and I'm going to show you the result. So this is before, and this is after. I just added one link, which is the blue sky link, and this is the icon that is being represented. Previously there is no icon, but now there is an icon for blue sky. So it is working. Now I'm going to update the design. I'm going to update the website. I have recreated the zip file, and I'm going to upload the new zip file to Netlify and Cloudflare. So let's first try Netlify. On Netlify, if you want to update the design, you can go to Sites again, and then you have to select the website that you want to change. In this case, this is the website. And if you want to make some changes, you have to click Deploys, and then here you can drag and drop the zip file back to this area. This is the file, and just do this. Okay, let's try it again. Now it is uploading, and we just need to wait until the new update is being deployed to the internet. And this is probably something that Netlify is going to be better than Cloudflare, because in Cloudflare it is a bit different and perhaps not very intuitive. Anyway, the update has been deployed and let's see the result. Alright, this is the live website on Netlify and there is a blue sky link, which is very good. Now let me show you on how you can upload the zip file to Cloudflare to update the design. Let's go back to Cloudflare and go to workers and pages, and then you have to select the website that you want to update. In this case, I'm going to be selecting this website, and you have to click the create deployment, and then here you can select production, and later you can drag and drop the zip file into this area, and you just need to wait until all the files are uploaded. And after that, click save and deploy. So this is going to be the new version of the website with the blue sky social media link, and let's click on it and hopefully it will appear. Yeah, the link is here. So yeah, that is the process for Cloudflare. More or less they are very similar and they do have the same features, like you can always roll back to the previous version or you can also delete the previous deployment. So more or less they are look very similar and it's really difficult to decide which one is better, but in my opinion Cloudflare is a bit better, not just because the domain name is cheaper, but also Cloudflare when it comes to infrastructure is way more superior than competitors. If you buy the domain name and deploy the website on Cloudflare, it will automatically receive some benefits, like it will get better security, better performance, and it will get a free CDN. So CDN is short for Content Delivery Network. It's essentially just a copy of your website being spread across the globe, so anyone from anywhere across the globe can visit your website with blazing speed performance, and that is really one competitive edge of Cloudflare over competitors. So I think these two are really great. It's just up to your taste which one is going to be used for hosting your static website. And again, I do recommend to buy the domain name exactly where you store the website, because it's going to make everything a lot smoother. So that's how you can easily create a static website for your portfolio or business and then deploy it to the internet so everybody can visit your creation. And if you are interested in learning on how you can use AI to build apps and websites, then please consider subscribing to this channel. In any case, I wish you a great day ahead and take care.